Good afternoon. Continuing the laws about a makeup Shmona Esrei, we are on Kuf Ches Vav in the Mishnah Berurah 1086. Over Kol Hayom v'lo ispal Musaf, ein lo tashlumin. If the entire day went by and a person did not daven Musaf, Musaf is a special prayer that we say on Shabbos, Yom Tov, Rosh Chodesh, which is today. So if somebody misses that prayer, Musaf, there is no tashlumin, there is no makeup. If you lose it, you lose it. Mishnah Berurah says, because the Musaf service talks about the various sacrifices that were brought on that special day. So let's say if you forgot Musaf on Shabbos, it doesn't make any sense to say Musaf on Sunday because those sacrifices were not brought on Sunday. That prayer has nothing to do with Sunday. It's a specific prayer for Shabbos. So Musaf has no tashlumin. If someone misses Musaf, he does not make it up. Okay, Halacha Zayin. So until now, we've been learning if a person makes a mistake or forgets to daven Shmona Esrei, or there were circumstances beyond his control, he makes it up by davening 2 Shmona Esreis at the next service. So if he misses Shacharis, he davens Mincha twice. What if he missed it on purpose? He purposely didn't daven. Hizid v'lo ispal tefila achas. If someone purposely missed one davening, ein lo tashlumin, he can't make it up. There's no makeup. Afilu b'tefila hasmuchala. Even at the davening right next to it. So if a person purposely forgot Shachris, he cannot daven Mincha twice to make it up. V'imratza yispal also nadava. However, if he wants, he can pray a voluntary Shmona Esrei. We learned in Siman Kuf Zayin, there's such a concept called a voluntary Shmona Esrei. Usually we don't do it because to daven a voluntary Shmona Esrei, a person has to have intent in all of the blessings, which is very difficult to do. But here, since he missed it, we're a little bit more lenient and let him do a voluntary Shmona Esrei. And he doesn't need to add anything new to this voluntary Shmona Esrei if it is the Shmona Esrei which is close to it. So if a person purposely missed Shachris, then he davens Mincha, and if he wants, he can do a Tfilas Nadava, a voluntary Shmona Esrei, and he does not have to add anything new to it. Okay. I'm going to summarize some of the cases in the Mishnah Berurah. Not going to get into all of them. I'm going to start actually at the bottom case. There's let's see this first actually. So we just mentioned that when you do the Tfilas Nadava to make up for the Shmona Esrei which you purposely missed, the Shulchan Aruch says you do not have to have a Chiddush, you don't need to add anything new to the Shmona Esrei, but the Bach and the Vilna Gaon say that you do need to add something to the Shmona Esrei. Mishi hispalo b'makom shahayaroyle histapik b'tzoa umatza achar kach tzoa. What happens in a case, a person davens, and he's not sure if there is feces there. So the halacha is, if you want to daven and you're not sure if there's feces in a certain place, you're not supposed to daven because you have to daven in a clean place. The halacha is, there's a place where he thought there might be feces. It's a place that's often dirty, and he didn't check. And after he davened, he found feces. So the halacha is you have to daven again. So what happens over here? Let's say he should have checked, he didn't check, and after he davened, he found feces, and he missed the Shemona. He by the time all this happened, it was already nighttime. That was Mincha. He should have checked to see if there was any droppings over there. He didn't check, then he found, and then he realized his Shemona Esrei doesn't count. Now it's Marav. Can he daven and make up Shemona Esrei Marav for the Shemona Esrei that he missed at Mincha? That didn't count, because if you daven when there's feces around, it doesn't even count. So hu adin the posheim umezid mikri le'inyan zeh the im be'es kishmatz kfar averzman tefila su ein lo tashlum nachar kach. So since he should have checked, this is considered as not davening on purpose, and therefore he doesn't have a tashlumin. So in a case, let's say it's mincha, you're in a rush to daven mincha before shkia, before sunset, and there's a place that's a dirty place that should be checked if there's tzoa, maybe it's near garbage, whatever it is, where there's droppings, and you don't check, and then you daven, and then, lo and behold, after you finish davening, you see within your 4 cubits, there was feces. So your Shemona Esrei doesn't count. And now it's Marav. Are you allowed to daven a second Marav? to make up for the mincha that didn't count? So the answer is no. Since you were supposed to check for the droppings and you didn't, that is considered on purpose. Okay, so just to summarize, we learned today that if somebody misses Musaf during the whole day, he does not go back the day after to daven Musaf. And we also learned that if somebody purposely did not daven Shemona Esrei, then he does not have the ability to do a makeup Shemona Esrei at the service next to it. I wish everyone a beautiful day.